Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of ChatterBeans. This week I'm joined by James Ingham, journalist turned coach, traveller, and all-round inspiration. James opens up about what it really means to live with purpose, from chasing the sun and quitting the 9 to 5 to unlearning everything he thought he knew about himself. We talk about growth, mindfulness, aging with confidence, and why sometimes it's okay to admit that we're all just winging it. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's dive into this week's episode of ChatterBeans with James Ingham. James,
Hello.
welcome to ChatterBeans. How are you?
I'm good. Really good.
Good, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having us.
How's life?
Life's good. Life's really good,
Yeah?
actually.
What are you up to? What
Happy
does it look like?
What does it look like? I'm in London, obviously.
Yeah, here we
which
are.
I'm not always here. I basically travel for 6 months of the winter
Do you?
and then spend the summer in UK. So in end of October, November, as soon as the clock's going, it starts to get cold. See you later. I'm
Where'd
back
you go?
here. Southeast Asia, Australia, just chase the sun. And then I come back for the London Marathon every year. So literally the week before London Marathon,
Yeah.
which is mid to end of April. And then, spend the summer here and then bugger off again. So
How long have you been doing that?
since COVID,
Really?
yeah, COVID was a massive game changer for me, which we can talk about later.
Yeah.
It did change the trajectory,
Yeah.
if I can say that right, as a former journalist or as a journalist. Yeah, and I know it's tough for a lot of people, but it was life-changing for me.
Let's talk about it. Why? What happened?
So many reasons.
Go on.
I went through a bit of a spiritual awakening, I guess. Do you know,
Yeah.
a lot of people had a lot of time, didn't they? And some
Yeah.
people really found that pause really useful to take time to rediscover themselves, and others found it really difficult.
Yeah.
And obviously it was very dependent on circumstances around them. For me, I was seeing somebody through the summer, summer, and everyone was outside, and we were just on our bikes and kind of having a summer romance, and it was amazing. And also, I didn't get any government support because I'd only just gone freelance. I was a showbiz editor on the Daily Star Sunday, took redundancy. So I was just doing the Insta Lives every day and asking for a GoFundMe, basically asking if anyone. I did that every day for about 14 months, I think.
Wow.
And then when we could go outside, I started a boot camp on Clapham Common, which on a Saturday was getting like 150 people. So it really challenged me to kind of think outside the box.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a lot of growth for me. And then we were going into the winter lockdown, and me and my ex had just broken up. I'm not a winter person, as I've already established, very much a sun whore, if I can say that. And, I'm active and like to be outside
Yeah.
doing things. So I just started to freak out about going into this winter lockdown, and I messaged my friend who lived in Dubai. I was one of those people that went to Dubai.
Oh yeah.
Shame. And said, can I come over for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So literally as the airports were shutting the day before, I got a flight with another friend that I live with, my best friend that I live with. We went to Dubai, and I just packed like a rucksack because I was just going for, I think it was 10 days or a fortnight. And I ended up being away for about 6-7 months. And I just stayed in Dubai for a long time. And then I just started traveling because some countries were open.
Yeah.
So, I went to Jordan, I went to Petra. Well, nobody was there,
Amazing.
which was incredible.
Yeah.
I went to see the pyramids when, again, no one was there. Literally, they had the whole Egyptian pyramids to myself. And then spent 3 months living in this little house on the beach in Zanzibar. Went to Tanzania, did a safari, and lived on a little beach. And it was really healing and cathartic for me because the relationship fell apart, and it really was, I was looking at myself in a mirror, and I was like, what did I bring to, I thought I was quite a secure, confident, well-rounded.
Yeah.
And actually the relationship told me that I wasn't, that I still had a lot of insecurities, to do with growing up and,
Interesting.
things with being gay that I'd never kind of
Yeah.
thought had been put to bed, but actually, about, attachment styles, all these things that I didn't realize about.
Yeah.
And I kind of realized that I had to look deep in myself to find out who I was as a person, what I wanted, and to make sure that when I was in that situation again, I didn't bring these insecurities into the relationship, but it was a two-way street. Obviously, I wasn't the reason that the relationship ended. It was a two-way thing. But yeah, it was, and I just had all this time to, to listen to podcasts, to read self-help books, to journal, to meditate. It was kind of a crossroads period where I felt like if I'd stayed in the UK, I'd have probably be drinking in my flat, being unhealthy,
in a
taking
cycle.
a bit of a spiral on my mental health. But because I was lucky enough to be the ones to escape, as I say, I ended up traveling for 6-7 months. And I traveled when I was younger, and I've always loved traveling. But if somebody had said to me at that age, I was probably about 40, I think, you're going to go away with a little bag, nothing for 7 months. I would have been too intimidated to do it.
Really,
It just kept, it was organic, and I kept extending and extending and extending. And since then, I was just like, this is life. This is living. Like, being on the beach in Zanzibar, watching the sunset while people are playing football and doing gymnastics. And, that is really living. We're in this kind of rat race that we've been told that we should be in, and have been conditioned by society to live a certain way, which I think COVID was an eye-opener for a lot of people to break out of that. And think, actually, that's not the life that I want.
And so did you do, you talk about self-help books, podcasts, things like that. Do you think you've dealt with a lot of those issues? Do you think?
Yeah, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
am I secure? Well, I'm a mentally
Oh, we have it.
Depends what day it is. I am genuinely happy with myself. I could say that I genuinely love and accept myself unconditionally. I'm really proud of the person that I am. I feel like I've lived a really full life. Like, if I died tomorrow, like, I've really made the most of my life. I've gone through a lot of changes, a lot of chapters. And, mindfulness and mental health is not, it's not a degree where you pass a test and then you're like, okay, I've got my degree now. So I've got mindful practices, it's a daily practice. It takes me sometimes to remember that. Like, I'd say 90% of the time I'm on point, but little triggers surface, little things come up, and it depends how you handle that and if you're aware of that. And if I'm doing the right things, then I handle it really well. And if I'm not, then I slip and fall and have to pick myself up again sometimes. But I think that's the same for all of us, really.
Yeah, I love that. And I just looking at your Instagram, because that's all I've seen, right, is I do get that sense of confidence about your body, about your fitness, about your life. Like, so when you're in the UK, what do you get up to? Do some F45?
Yeah, so I kind of balance between 3 kind of different careers. So first and foremost, I was a showbiz journalist for, 20 years. I was showbiz editor for 12, 13 years, and, kind of interviewed everyone, used to go to all the big awards, went to Oscars, everything, like, which was incredible. But it just got to the point where, you're interviewing these amazing people, but I was going to, like, Glastonbury or to concerts, and I was taking +1s, and they were getting so excited, and I just didn't want to be there just because he was taking these joy out from it. It was a job. So I took redundancy. Everyone said I was crazy, and I went traveling for a little bit again, then and then trained to be a personal trainer, and thought I'd move into personal training.
Why that?
Just because I've trained, like, fitness and exercise has brought so much to my life. Again, going back to the mental health side of things, like, it's such a foundation that you can always come back to. And I feel so grateful that I have that passion for exercise and sport and fitness, because it fills up so much of my time and day, and it's such a healthy thing, and it's an amazing way to learn a lot about yourself. It teaches you so many positive aspects, and you meet so many inspirational, positive people.
When did you find it? When did you find fitness? Has it always been there?
So, oh my God, there's so many little stories that. So, fitness or sport or exercise for me was first found when I was, I'd say, about 11. Was it 11? I watched Steffi Graf play at Wimbledon on TV and fell in love with Steffi Graf, even though I'd known I was gay since I was a little kid. Like, I've always known I was gay.
Okay.
And it was kind of around the age of 9, 10, I started to go from a really confident, outgoing kid to, introverted, pretended to be extroverted, but actually like really struggling and suffering inside,
Yeah.
but wearing a really good mask of smiling and, I hated kind of these terms, but I was straight acting growing up as well. So people didn't assume I was gay. So I could kind of get away with
Yeah.
people not realizing, which in one way at that age is kind of a blessing, but in another way it's a curse because you kind of develop this persona that's not really you to protect yourself. And then you've kind of got to then break that down as you get older, which
Yeah.
we've kind of already touched on.
Yeah.
So for me, I watched Steffi Graf, fell in love, asked for a tennis racket for my birthday, and then just spent hours hitting a tennis ball against the wall at home. And then I started to play. I got coaching, played tournaments, and through my early teens, the tennis court was the only place that I really felt at home or really safe. I think, yeah,
That's
it was
incredible.
my sanctuary. I think.
Yeah.
So I think that was the point where it kind of, and then went to uni and, I found drink and the rest of it. Lived a very crazy life for years. And then after uni, I went traveling for a couple of years. Again, went traveling with uni friends, supposedly a year. They went back. I stayed on for another 6 months on my own. Just fell in love with travel so much. Best thing I ever did is getting into travel. And then came back, moved back to Leeds, started working and joined a gym. And kind of for about 5-6 years, I kind of went to the gym, maybe did the odd half marathon, but didn't really take it serious. But then towards the end of my 20s was the time that I kind of really, embraced exercise and fitness.
What did you change at that point? What was like the end of your 20s, and you said you embraced it? Like, did your training look different?
I think I probably moved to London. I just probably realized how much I valued it and how much it was bringing positive things to my life. And I'm a competitive person, and I love training. I love pushing myself. I love pushing myself to the limit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just I love pretty much everything about fitness. There's not much that I don't love really.
Yeah.
That's only getting stronger as I'm aging. Like especially over the last 2 years and the last 6 months. I'm really going to dedicate my future to training the right way, really being strategic and, rather than just, I used to be, burning the candles at both ends, training for fun and doing whatever I wanted and pushing my body to the limit because that's what I love. But, as you get older, you can't always do that. So now I'm having to be a bit smarter, take some more rest days.
Yeah. I suppose now it's for long-term health, but also still trying to achieve your goals, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So tell us about HYROX, because you came first at HYROX Cape Town.
I did.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I was so happy with that.
Why did you go to Cape Town?
Because I wanted to come first.
Very strategic.
No, that's not necessarily true, but kind of. I'm lucky enough to have staff travel through a friend of mine, so I get cheaper flights.
Very good.
Helps.
Yeah.
Hence helps with the traveling as well. So that's a godsend. And because I'm not here, I travel for the winters. I'm not here for the UK season.
Yeah, of course.
So I kind of have to find ones that I can go to.
Yeah.
And last year when I went traveling, I entered Auckland and Melbourne while I was away, because the year before I'd spent 6 months away and didn't really train, kind of just laid on beaches and blah, 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 and then came back and really noticed that my fitness levels had gone down and I spent the summer trying to get them back up again. And I didn't want to go through that process again. So I signed up to Melbourne and Auckland to keep me accountable and to keep training while I was traveling. And went to a few fitness camps while traveling in Thailand and Bali. And then I got sick before Melbourne. I got Bali belly. I was in Bali and I couldn't catch my flight.
We got it last year.
Nightmare.
Yeah, literally.
I was there like...
Never been so sick.
2 days before, I was laying in bed going, I think I'm still going to make it. I'll be all right. I'm going to make it. I'm going to do this. And then I was like, no. And then Auckland, I was in Sydney. And I'd done my last training session. And I just went to the beach and I was just jumping some waves on Coogee Beach, literally, like, and my Achilles went as I was jumping away.
Oh.
It's like, oh my God. So those two were out of it.
Yeah.
I came back in April and I was really fit from doing the fitness camps. I did London in May with my mate. We did doubles and smashed 58 minutes, which we were
Fantastic.
very happy with. And then I was just looking for one. I didn't want to wait until, till now or autumn, because I felt I was fit and I knew that my PB time, which was 1 hour 10, I knew that in Melbourne and in Auckland, I would have smashed that, and I didn't get the opportunity. So I was like, right, I need to find one while I'm fit, and I'm going to.
Yeah.
So it was that or Abu Dhabi. And I was like, oh, I like Cape Town.
Yeah.
That's Cape Town.
Exactly.
And yeah, just got 105. I think I was 11th overall out of 850 people. And then first for my age group, which again was a massive motivator.
Yeah.
To kind of get that result. It's like, okay, for my age, I'm actually really good.
Yeah.
And I should focus on that rather than focusing on the fact that I'm getting older and maybe not quite capable of what I used to be. Like,
well, this is it.
Let's move forward rather than looking back.
Yeah, I don't get the sense that you're like giving up in any way, which people do.
Yeah.
And even me, like some of my narrative, I'm mid-30s now, and I'm like, oh, I've only got a few more years until it all starts to slow down. So I'm actually going to take that from you. Like, it doesn't mean slow down, right? It just means adapting slightly.
Yeah, you've got to adapt. I think I was a bit stubborn for a while.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to get the same results doing the same process, but as you get older, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So about 2 years ago, I was, I felt like my best was behind me. Again, just as gay men, I think it's like women, isn't it? You get to a certain age and you almost feel like you're being put on the shelf or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just felt like life was that without being too Debbie Downer. I was like, life's downhill from here. I can't do things. Like my body's aching. And then, yeah, just I went to Track Life London in Battersea, a running club, and joined the same time as another guy who's 22 or 3. And so like I have my age, but we just hit it off and trained. And he was the one that I did doubles with in London.
That's amazing.
Just we found out that we were kind of similar fitness levels, but when we were pushing each other the whole time, like sometimes he'd just beat me and the next day I'd just beat him. And just having that kind of person to bounce off and also the community around to motivate, just kind of I started falling in love with training again.
Yeah.
I'd always trained on my own actually. So to be more training with other people, was different and I really enjoyed that. And then, yeah, I've just realized that again, it's what you put in, you get out. And you don't have to settle for stereotypes or for this theory that you get to a certain age and it is downhill.
Yeah.
Like I'm running times now that are almost to my best. Like I just did a 5K without me boasting. Some 18 minutes, so 17:51 last week.
Jesus.
Which is my fastest for about 8 years. I'm not that far off a PB. So now I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go for a PB.
Yeah.
The one thing that I never did, which I should have, was do a sub 3 hour marathon. Like I was fit enough for a few years. And 1 year I got too cocky and was like on for 2 hour 45 pace and then like hit the wall and hit the wall and I was like crawled it. Another year it was like hottest one on record. And it was always the thing that I knew I was fit enough to do, but never did.
Yeah.
And then, for the last 5-6 years, I run the marathon every year. But for the last 5-6 years, I'm not really trained for it. I'm fit enough to do it, but I've not really trained specifically for a time. Whereas next year, I'm going to go for sub 3 hours.
You are?
Yeah, and I don't want to take that off the list.
Where do you think all of this like passion and energy really come from now? Like, how do you keep going? You're just enjoying life.
I just love it. Yeah, I just love it. I think, as I said earlier, I'm really grateful that I have a passion for fitness and exercise and sport because it brings so much to my life, especially as you get older, maybe to have that focus. Or just if you're going through a rough time or back up or struggles at work, it's just a grounding point that keeps you, sane, I guess. And yeah, I mean, that's probably what I'd advise. Just find your passion.
Yeah.
Joy. It doesn't have to be fitness, just whatever it is. That's what I started to do in COVID. I just followed my joy. I did what made me happy.
Yeah.
Rather than what I thought I should be doing or what I thought other people expected me to do. I just did what actually made me happy and started living for the present.
Love
You know, I
that.
stopped worrying about the future or
Yeah,
working out what I was going to do for the future. Like I live day to day, basically.
that's cool. That's cool. I'm intrigued about the training on your own. So you said you always used to train on your own and then kind of more community group stuff now.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Because for me, like, I've only ever trained on my own, and I'm like, I have this fear of kind of, even though I'm a coach and I
Yeah.
coach group fitness,
Yeah.
right? Like, uh,
It can be intimidating.
I find it intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm like, what if I'm not fit enough? What if they do partner work? I'm like, oh my god. Like, what was it for you? Like, was it just finding people, connecting with people that have got similar interests, or
I think it was giving up the perfectionism in me.
interesting?
You know, when I was younger, it's not necessarily true, but I kind of did things that I was good at, that I felt comfortable doing because I was good at them.
Yeah.
Didn't like to do things that I
Yeah.
weren't necessarily good at
Yeah.
or because I felt like I was failing at it.
Yeah.
Because it was probably coming from the tennis court, like playing on my own. Like I was the only one on that tennis court.
Yeah.
I was working out the problems on my own and it's my safe space on my own. And I think that kind of passed through really.
Yeah.
But actually you get so much more out of training with other people and finding like-minded people that motivate you and inspire you. And, you know, again, what I've realized, it doesn't matter if they're 21 or 61, it's just that they bring out the best in you.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm the most competitive person you'll find on race day, but also I'm the biggest champion of the people around me as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's important.
I guess then, so traveling half the year to all these amazing places, which has super jealous of.
It's not bad life, isn't it?
Are there bits that you miss, or are there any downsides to it?
Not really.
No,
I don't miss it. Like, this is going to sound really bad. Like,
no, you.
I don't really miss anything. I don't miss people. I love it when I'm back and I love to spend time
Yeah.
with them. And
You just catch up with them, and
yeah, I'm really close to my family. Do you know,
Right.
me and my family are all really tight. We've just come back from a family holiday all together.
nice.
You know, brother, sister, mum and dad, nieces,
Yeah.
nephews. And when I come back, I go home to Leeds to spend a lot of quality time with them as much as I can.
Nice.
Again, I've got an amazing network of friends. I think the only thing I probably miss is the kind of fitness community or the,
Yeah.
do you know, the regular training.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a bit of a free spirit and I don't like too much structure.
Okay.
But I think when it comes to fitness side of things, you need a form of structure.
Do you try and build it in then when you're traveling, or
Yeah,
you
I
just
think that's
each
what
day?
I like went to fitness camps and things
Yeah.
like that to make sure that I had at least times where I'd make sure
Focus.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this time I'm actually going to
Go
so
on.
I'm flying out to Vietnam to coach a brand new fitness retreat for 3 months where I'll be kind of doing functional training like HYROX training and then also, you know, guided meditations and mindfulness. And I really want it to be, what I'm gonna bring is really that kind of holistic approach to fitness and the mindfulness and you know, I want to do a weekly open circle at the beginning of the week and closing circle at the end of the week where
Wow.
we share our intentions, goals,
Yeah.
and, you know, victories, and where we do shout outs for other people that have helped us and
Yeah.
build that connection and community thing.
So are they like
Plus, I think we all have I think we all have that imposter syndrome, don't we? Or,
totally?
you know, and I love fitness retreats like that because everyone's there for the same reason, which is to find something out about themselves, to grow in some way, to learn something, to become a better person. And it might be they've gone through a breakup. It might be that they want to lose 5 stone. It might be that they're, you know, you got into a certain age and want to rediscover the fitness. But when you peel all that away, we're all there for the same reason.
Yeah.
That's to connect and to learn and grow. So yeah, just talking about what you were saying, like sharing that open circle, I'll be like, okay, so I've just arrived, so I'm nervous about doing this today and
Yeah.
showing that I'm scared, you know, to be sat there hosting
Yeah.
a class because people look at you, especially if you're, you know, in shape or whatever, and they think that you've got it all together. And, you know, I want to show that we all have our insecurities, we all have our doubts, and, you know, it's just
Yeah.
brave enough to acknowledge them and to pivot from that. to acknowledge it, see it, but then also change the narrative of it, really.
I love that, because I think as a coach, as someone who is any leader, right? You're a leader. Like, you're in front of a group of people. They almost put everything on you. And I think sometimes to break down that barrier of like, I do have insecurities as well, goes such a long way.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. So when are you going?
End of October, start beginning of November, 3 months. I'll do that for 3 months, and then I'll travel for 3 months and then come back and do it all again
Yeah.
and see, really.
I love it. What a life. Like, do you, I guess you're not with anyone at the moment.
No.
Do you miss that?
Um,
Do you wish you were?
oh, this is such an interesting question as well.
Because I don't imagine you've got any space to
Yeah, I
go
mean, it's
in.
difficult. It's difficult. I live with my best friend.
Okay.
We co-own a place. We've been there for 10 years. We are a partnership.
Yeah.
We're not in a relationship, but we are a partnership. It's not an open relationship. We've never been in a relationship.
Yeah.
But, we offer each other security, companionship. We go on holiday with each other. He'll fly out. He's coming out to Vietnam.
Love that.
So, again, and this is one of the things I realized going through my kind of self-development and spiritual awakening while I was traveling, is that, we're kind of taught that we need to find all these things that we need in one person, one special person to complete us or to be our soulmate or whatever.
Yeah.
And we can find all these things in a group of people, whether that be our parents, our friends, strangers, people at the gym. People can give us everything that we need.
Yeah.
And, Anthony offers me so many amazing things, like companionship, like stability, like, what else? We're going under pressure now. But,
Lots of things.
yeah, lots of things.
Yeah.
And, I don't take that for granted.
Yeah.
But having said all that, would I love to be traveling the world with somebody that I was in love with? I love Anthony, but I'm not in love with him.
Yeah.
Would I love to be traveling the world with somebody that I was in love with and sharing it all with somebody? Yes, of course I would. It would be the dream, but I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything because I'm happy.
Perfect.
I'm doing what I love to do.
Yeah. What a good place to be.
Yeah, it is, and it's
Genuinely.
only the last few years that it's been like that. I've winged it for a lot of years. I've pretended.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy when really I think deep down I wasn't.
But you did that work during that time, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So in amongst all of this and your crazy life, which it sounds amazing, do you have time for coffee? Do you like coffee?
Yeah, I need a lot of coffee.
Do you? What's your go-to coffee order?
A large black Americano.
Large.
Yeah.
How many a day?
Too many.
Too-
I've tried to bring it down. One, because I've been a bit stingy with cost now.
It's expensive.
Yeah, and just, because when I'm away for 6 months, although I'll be working this time, sometimes I don't work.
Right.
Or don't work very
Yeah.
often. So, like, it doesn't matter where I stay, as long as I've got a bed to myself.
Yeah.
Somebody might share it every now and again, but I've got a bed to myself.
Yeah.
A fan, preferably a combat fan, to Wi-Fi, then that's good enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so go back to the coffee. I genuinely like the taste as well. So I think decaf for me it's just kind of a habit more than anything.
Yeah.
But it is literally just black Americanos.
Love it.
I don't really,
Same as me.
unless it's kind of summer, and I love a coffee caramel frappuccino with the caramel. Yeah, don't normally have the whipped cream though. That's too far.
If you can have coffee with anyone, dead or alive,
Yeah.
who would it be? Why?
I think Miriam Margolyes would be a good one, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
I think she'd be a good character to have a coffee with. Quite like to say I'm like a bit of a Mariah Carey fan.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe Mariah, that I think it'd be.
She'll be popping up soon.
I think it'd be a bit of a disappointment. So,
She did a podcast with Alec Carr recently.
oh yeah, it was funny.
So it was like
She
funny.
didn't get it.
She didn't get it.
She didn't get it.
She's like,
That was kind of funny because
Yeah.
she didn't get it.
I loved it.
At least she was kind of engaging with it. At least.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think if I had to choose, it'd be my nan.
Really?
Yeah, passed about 10 years ago.
What would you want to talk about?
just have a natter like we're doing, just talk about,
What you're up to.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like being happy. And like she was a massive influence on my life growing up, and we talked a lot, and I felt really comfortable in her presence growing up, where maybe I struggled with other people,
Yeah.
because I was scared to, show that I was gay or whatever, where she just always wanted to know lots of questions. And she was
Yeah.
quite flamboyant, and should have been an actress or something. It was like dolled up with her makeup.
I
And
love it.
I just wish I had an opportunity to just talk to her a bit more and kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, touch base. She was funny, like she made me laugh.
Did she? Yeah. I love that. Thinking about the future then, what's your long-term goal?
It's going to sound lame, really lame, but um, just stay happy, really.
Yeah.
Just try and stay present and keep, hopefully, living the life that is authentic to me.
Yeah.
I've got the only goals that I have really are the fitness ones.
I know.
And I want to see what I'm capable of in HYROX and take it a bit more serious and
Yeah.
try and get more podiums. Like I feel like I've got an opportunity, because the way HYROX works is obviously it's in age brackets.
Yeah.
So you can always compare like for like. And I think I'm 46 now, and in 10 years' time, people that are 46 then are going to be a lot fitter than me, I believe.
Yeah.
But I believe kind of my age group, we're kind of riding that wave of pushing fitness barriers. And
I think people are
like,
getting fitter, right?
yeah, like
Yeah.
before I used to be 50 and it kind of used to be game over, when
Yeah.
now people are going into the 50s, 60s and still achieving great things. And I kind of, it's only been over the last weeks, kind of, I want to be on that wave. I want to lead that wave and show people what's capable
Yeah.
of, I think. Still do lots of travel. Yeah, maybe meet someone, who knows, but just enjoy life.
Yeah.
I think.
Love it. All the travel, everything you've learned about yourself, are there things that you've had to unlearn?
I think everything. I literally think everything. I do believe that. Like, I believe that. I think one of the jobs of life is to unpick everything you've been taught and then decide what you want to keep out of it.
That's so interesting.
I think we are brought up and molded and conditioned by our parents, by society, by authority, by religion to be a certain way.
Yeah.
I think, I had to, and going through that process, I had to unlearn everything that I thought I wanted and who I wanted to be, and actually discover who I was. I think the one thing that kind of was just realizing that when we are not our thoughts.
Yeah.
Just understanding that you can think something, but that isn't you. That's
Yeah.
just your programming. It's your default setting of it's your brain's default, just like a machine. And once you stop being attached to your thoughts and you can notice them, because most of it, we've got this dialogue going through our head all the time. And a lot of people are so attached to it, like I was, that you don't even know it's there, because you just believe everything you hear. And most of it is negative. Like, most of it is negative bias. 90% of it's false.
Yeah.
So once you can understand that what you are not your thoughts, once you can notice your thoughts, you can then pivot on them or change them, and choose what you want to think, because our thoughts create our reality. They create your whole existence. So I think that was the big thing for me. And it was weird, like when I first started to learn that process, I'd literally have to go like, no. I'd say no out loud.
Really?
Go, no. I'd say, no, I don't want to think that, or no, I'm not going
Yeah.
to think again. And I'd replace that thought with something more positive.
What were some of the big things that you'd always think?
Oh, I can't even remember. I don't even think they are big things. I think they're just,
Well, little things, right?
just like,
Yeah.
it's little things that build up to big things. It's that, like, I can't do that. And being like,
Yeah.
no, you can.
Yeah.
Or, that person doesn't like me. Like, no, why? Just everything, really. We build up so much negative self-talk, I think. And it's just rewiring that to have a positive mindset, to have a growth mindset. Yeah.
How do you deal with that in a world? Because I've just literally had a therapy session at lunchtime today, and a lot of it was around social media. And like my social media is full of muscular guys, which then leads to imposter syndrome, insecurities, da da da. How do you deal with some of that in a world that is so fueled by social media? Do you try and avoid it? Because you post a lot.
I post a lot. I don't really,
Do you engage with it?
no, I engage with people that engage with me.
You with your stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really,
Go search it.
no. And I had to change a lot of the people that I followed.
Really?
Like I followed things that inspire me and that are good for me and, inspire me in terms of fitness, and started to unfollow the fit guys that I fancied just because they had a fit body, like,
Yeah.
unless they're posting content that is going to
Or
help me
resonate.
grow
Yeah.
or make me learn something or improve my own journey, I started to unfollow accounts. And if it's hard to navigate, like, obviously there's a lot going on in the world right now, and people are oversharing too much. People are reposting stuff which we don't know if it's factually true.
Yeah.
I think people are not taking ownership or responsibility of what they're putting out on social media, and it's causing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So there's certain things that go on in the world that I feel like you need to take a stand on and obviously pick a side. But most of the time on my social media, I've got two accounts actually. One which is just my general self and fitness and life, and then another one which is more mindful stuff. But I just want to put out things that I hope has a positive impact on people, either inspires them,
Yeah.
makes them think,
Yeah.
makes them want to change something. And rather than jumping on the bandwagon of what's going on in the world, I try and stay clear of that.
Yeah.
Certain issues that, I think
You-
tracking is, obviously with Gaza, there's certain times you need to step up and be counted.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't overload my feed with things like that, because I think it creates, like, are we helping the situation, or are we making the situation worse?
Well, exactly.
And most of the time, by sharing too much and jumping on stuff, we're actually just creating a bigger problem than there is.
Well, I think you can take a stand as well without having to put it on your social media.
Yeah.
There are other ways to
Yeah.
take a side, right, or to make a difference.
And also, I think that the biggest impact you can have on the world is by focusing on yourself to be the best person and best version of yourself. And by doing that, then that trickles round to the people that surround you and has a positive impact on them. And I think the more that we focus on what we're doing, like if the world did this, if countries, religions, people, if they all focused on their own garden and watering it and making sure it's healthy and making sure, our own mental health is good, making sure we're doing the right things for us. If everyone just focused on themselves, their own country or whatever, and cared less about what everyone else was doing and trying to change other people, judge other people, then we'd live in a much more harmonious world, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Completely agree. It's time for the quick fire round.
Go on, hit me.
Go on, you ready?
Yeah.
First thing you do in the morning.
Shouts, man, I need to get me a coffee.
Love it. Well, if you were to pack a bag right now, where are you going?
Oh my God. Anywhere that's hot and sunny, but I do love Australia. I've got friends there. Do you know what? I've never been to South America.
Really?
It's the one place that I've never been, and I just think I've been intimidated by it because
Why?
it's so big.
Yeah.
I don't speak Spanish or Portuguese. So I kind of feel like to do that that's where I'd like a partner.
Yeah,
That's where I'd like somebody that I'd 6 months off that could just travel with me. That'd be handy. So if there's any listeners,
Get in touch.
then yeah, I want to do South America at some point. Yeah.
Love it. One thing that always lifts your mood.
A workout, probably.
Yeah.
Some good music.
One habit that you always swear by.
I'd like to say meditation. I just think that's the biggest game changer. But I've been really slack on it lately, so
you'll get back to it when you're away.
I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Again, just exercise, just moving, like just getting outside and going for a walk, or just changing the environment.
Totally.
And just being mindful of how you're feeling and changing it if you're not feeling good.
Nice. Pleasure you'll never give up.
Oh God, I feel like I'm coming back to the same things all the time.
It's all right.
Like just training, sport, eating. I love to eat.
Yeah.
I love to travel. So yeah, the kind of things that we've touched on, I guess.
Favourite place you visited and why?
I don't know if it's my favourite, but I kind of have a soft spot for Thailand.
Do you?
Just because it was, when we went travelling after uni, it was the first place that we went to.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of home from home, just feels familiar. So whenever I kind of go travelling, I always just seem to end up in Thailand. Like, I'm always like, oh, I'm going to go somewhere new. Going to tick off some more countries.
Well, when you know somewhere so well, that was hard.
But the people are so friendly. Like, the beaches are beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, the food's amazing. It's cheap.
Yeah.
It's really easy to commute around. There's a lot of like-minded people, depending on where you go. So Thailand's a good choice.
Love it. One risk you're glad you took?
Yeah, going travelling for the first time. Moving to London. I broke up with my ex and moved to London within a week. And then got a job as a TV editor on a national newspaper within a week later, which totally changed my life.
Yeah.
Taking that plane during COVID.
Yeah.
I really think you should follow your gut, your instincts. Like I believe that we've all got a sixth sense and it's guiding us. And if we are present enough and listen to it, it's showing us the way the whole time. And I think sometimes if you just got an instinct to do something and it feels right, then you should just do it.
Yeah.
It'll always work out.
Nice. If you could time travel, would you go forwards or backwards?
I'd go back.
To when?
Probably about 10 years ago. Do I stay in that? I don't know. I'd probably go back to like being 21.
Would you?
Yeah, and doing it differently.
What would you do differently?
I don't regret anything because I've loved my life.
Of course, yeah.
And I've learned so much because it's been a roller coaster. But I'd love to be like, take sports seriously.
Yeah.
Maybe even younger. Like, I'd love to
see what you can do with
it.
it.
I could come back. I'd love to be a professional sports person.
Wow.
I think, and be dedicated on it. And,
yeah. Were you making up for it now?
Yeah, and like, it's never too late. It's
exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
We have so many different chapters of our lives, and I've lived. I do think I've lived, without sounding like a dick, I do feel like I've lived like a really varied and full life, and it's changed quite a lot. But it seems always felt right when I've changed. I've like, again, this is going to sound a bit. Like, I think we all come here with a purpose. I believe that there's more than just this physical shell that we are. And I believe we all come for a purpose. And I think my purpose this time is maybe just to experience things.
I love it.
And learn and grow and, and that might be on my own.
Yeah.
That's kind of one thing that I've realized, that I might not meant to be with a person,
Not everyone's.
To be a dad. Maybe I'm not meant to fall in love. But I have fallen in love. Like, I think mine is to be here to experience and grow and hopefully inspire. Like, that's the biggest compliment anyone could give me, is to say you've inspired me to do a 5K or to do a marathon or to sign up for HYROX or to quit my job and go traveling. Like,
yeah. And
I don't want to come across like I have all my life together or I'm an inspirational person, because I'm not. I'm winging it and I'm treading water and I'm trying to survive the best I can.
Yeah. But you're being honest about it.
I've gone through my own mental health issues. I've gone through unhealthy practices. I've pursued things for the wrong reason. But at the end of it all, I'm just trying to learn and grow. And I've always wanted to, as soon as I've learned something, I've always wanted to share that.
Yeah.
And what I've realized is that's what I've done throughout life, whether it be, with the coaching. I used to be a school role model for Stonewall and going to talk about, coming out, accepting yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Just if I learned something like the mindful stuff, that's, we should be here to try and lift each other's up, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's important. So that's kind of just what I want to keep doing. And there's a little bit of an ego, which is like, well, I'd love to write a book and be like a well-known author, or I'd love to.
Yeah,
again, that's another thing that I have struggled with a little bit. Not struggled with, but is that achievement versus kind of contentment.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't need to have a massive Instagram following to share my things and still do some good in the world, or I don't need to have a best-selling book to be a success.
Exactly the same as you.
And there's a part of my ego that's like, oh yeah, but that'd be good, or that's what you should be aiming for.
Yeah.
And if it happens, it happens. But I think I'm just focusing on myself. And that's what you say for the future. It's literally just day by day to be happy, to be healthy, to be fit, and to enjoy my life. And hopefully, if you do that on a day-to-day basis, then you have a good life, and whatever the future holds, it's going to be hopefully positive, because I'm kind of trying to water my own garden.
Yeah. I love that, water your own garden. I think you're an inspiration to everyone, honestly. Like I've taken bits from you around fitness and not giving up just because I'm approaching my mid-30s. So James, thank you for joining us on ChatterBeans.
My pleasure.
Where can people connect with you and find out what you get up to over the next few months?
Yeah, on Instagram, so it's James Ingham Official.
Yeah. We'll tag you.
And yeah, I also have a Mindful Moment account as well, so that'd be great to tag in.
Totally.
Which a lot of the videos that I posted on then was kind of after the COVID times. I don't really post as much on there anymore, but
Yeah.
I kind of share other people's stories to
Nice.
try and be inspirational. But those are the most part.
Thank you for coming, and I wish you the best in Vietnam. Like, I can't wait to see how you get on. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers. Thanks so much for listening to today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, why not hit that 5-star wherever you get your podcasts, and hit the subscribe button so you're the first to know when the brand new episodes are released. We've also got more content over on YouTube, TikTok and Instagram at chatter.beans. Until next time, keep chatting, keep sipping, and I'll see you soon.